have made it to the state park. I'm not even going to try to say the name of it because I'm not that good at it.
Well, I'm going to say when I called to reserve it, I asked how to say it, and the person that worked for the Arizona State Park said, I don't know, but I think it's Homolovi State Park. So we're going to roll with that, and if it's wrong, please feel free to correct us.
So we made it to Arizona. We switched time zones. We stayed at the brewery, the Route 66 junkyard, a little bit longer than we normally would have because we could not check in here until 2 o'clock. And it was a 2-hour drive, 2.5-hour drive, and we had to lose an hour driving back across.
Not because it's really a time zone change, but because Arizona does not participate in daylight savings time. So when we leave Arizona, we will get that hour back.
So we got here, we got unhooked. We have a level, paved, pull-through oval site. It has 50 amp water, no sewer. We have to go to the dump station when we leave. But let me tell you something. I don't know if you guys can see over top of us.
This is the definition of in the middle of nowhere.
Yes, we just happened to we went out tonight. Everybody dropped their campers and we went out tonight to go into town to go stand on the corner of Winslow, Arizona, because it was such a sight to see.
And then we had dinner at the Relic Road. I'm not sure it's a brewery or just a restaurant. We've been there a time or two, and it's pretty good.
But while we were there, we just happened to Google where we were here. And let me tell you, this looks like a figure 8.
Literally, it's the middle of nowhere.
So there's a couple big circles here and campers. So
there's 2 little loops, and they call that a campground in the middle of, I guess, desert. I mean, there's plants, but there was a sign at the check-in that said venomous reptiles and insects present, so be aware.
But what I think is pretty cool, we got here was 101 degrees, which you guys know I do not like the heat.
It is still hot now.
It's supposed to go down to 59 tonight.
Does my phone tell me what the temperature is?
91 right now.
But it's gorgeous. Like the wind is blowing and the sun's still up. It's a little bit of shade from that tree.
So I would say if you're in the Winslow, Arizona area, this would be a good spot to come visit. Where are you standing?
The corner of Winslow.
Why'd you have to look up?
Winslow where?
Winslow where? Why you keep looking? It's not as.
Corner of Winslow.
As?
What?
Winslow as?
What's AZ?
Arizona.
Okay, I was so confused. What is AZ? That makes no sense.
That's the abbreviation for Arizona. Like VA is the abbreviation for Virginia.
So where you at?
Arizona.
What town?
Winslow.
You ever been here before?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
I would definitely say that. We previously have stated at Passport America that no longer is participating and or they didn't have enough what do you call it? Transient sites for our group. So I found this state park, and this is far, far better than that Passport America. Okay, it's not a Passport America anymore, but far, far better because it wasn't even really a campground. It was more like a parking lot that they had put full hookups in. So you literally were right on top of your neighbor, and clearly we're nowhere near our neighbor here.
There's no neighbors around us. So let's talk back. Let's go back down to Winslow, Arizona, where the corner is. This is our 3rd time here. We got to see the flatbed Ford. We got to see. What did you see?
I went to the shops. Went to the standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona gift shop, and I didn't buy anything.
So it's kind of a tourist trap, or tourist town. It's not real big. Of course, you get to see the Route 66 standing on a corner, whatever you want to call that, in the middle of the road.
It's just historic Route 66 stuff.
And like she said, we went to go eat, and as we were eating, we heard the band setting up across the street. So we went over there for a little bit and listened to the band play. And
It's like a little town square. They had a couple of food trucks and music.
So we listened to that for a little bit, and then we decided to come back in and get some more. We do a lot of rest. Now we've been driving today.
Well, I think the driving and the time changes over the last few days has kind of put a hurting on everybody. everybody's ready to check in early every evening.
And I know you guys think that all we're doing is going.
And we are.
And we are. And there's reasons why. There's reasons to do it because we're trying to get to certain locations. And we drive on all the way out west, which is 3,000 miles. If you want to see certain places and you want to be there a certain amount of time, you have to, as one of our crawlers said, we're not crawling, we are sprinting across the country. So, but go ahead. You guys have
I
to say.
said when we were planning this trip, this more or less was, we're going to stay for like a week at a couple different places, but more or less this is a trip for people that have never been out west at all, like never even past the Midwest. To kind of check out some things and either be like, oh, I've always wanted to go there, but I never need to do that again. Or, oh my God, that was amazing. I want to go back and spend a month there. So that's, I think, what it's going to be for most of the people that are coming. But yeah, we've come, like, this is a place we've never been. So I'm excited to go to some different places. Even if we've been to the area, I would have never found this park, and I really like it here. So
We've already asked everybody what their favorite stop was, and so far they're changing it up a little bit here and there. They still like their Nashville. They still like this, well, whatever the other one was they liked. But they're starting
Roswell with the aliens.
No, before we got there, it was Tiffany's Place in Nashville. But now I asked some of them today, and they're starting to change a little. Not their favorites, but they're liking these other places. So I'm going to give it a couple more days, a couple more stops before we go interview some more of them and say, so now,
where was your favorite
so place?
Far?
Because mine is going to change. I can guarantee you that.
It's going to be fun to check in along the way and see how their opinions change. So
the kids are having fun. They're out there running. And let me tell you something. They are meeting friends in every state now.
Caleb does not meet a stranger. He just walked right up to some little boy at the campground the other day and said, "Hey, what's your name? I'm Caleb. You want to play with us?"
You want to be friends?
Yeah, I hope we can be friends. Doesn't meet a stranger. Very outgoing, which is cool because we're not in any one place very long, but he's finding people to play with while we are where we are.
So we're going to get inside, do a little work. We still have some work to get done. Tomorrow morning we're going to get up. We don't have to leave here till 12. Again, we only have a 2-hour drive, and it doesn't. The next place we can't get in until right about the drive time.
This is a state park, and there are some ancient ruins here to go check out. So rather than do that this evening, we went down into town and had dinner, and we're going to get up in the morning and go check those out before we check out at noon. Hopefully it'll be a little cooler than it was this afternoon when we got here. So
make sure you check in with us tomorrow as we get up in the morning, get our coffee ready, our coffee. I don't know what the coffee of choice will be tomorrow, but
I think it's going to be dark roast.
Dark roast again.
We haven't had dark roast yet.
And then we will go in and look at the ruins.
The ruins.
And see what we can run into down there. So
hopefully it's no snakes or anything.
So we'll see you guys tomorrow when we get up, and maybe the sunset is.
Can you see that camper over there? I don't know if the sun's blocking it. That is the next site. That's how far away it is.
Yeah, so it's pretty good sights. So we'll see you guys tomorrow, and we'll go visit some ruins.
Ruins.
Good night, guys.